Today we're taking a look at the best sticker craft submitted by you guys on our Discord, and the winners will be taking home some free skins. First craft then, and this is submitted by Boogie X, and at first glance, it doesn't look like there's any stickers on this Glock, but on the inspect, we've got 4 of the evidence hollows, the fingerprint finish, and they're actually placed exactly where the fingers rest on the gun. That is a really unique idea. I've never seen someone do that before, and actually with the kind of wiring throughout the Glock, these hollows match up perfectly. This is really cool. Then he's actually submitted a second Glock trace lock, this time with the new Jackass hollows, scraped 100% up on the front then. And we've also got the Party Boy lenticular as well. It fits pretty much perfectly in that back circle. Honestly, I never really liked this Glock, but it is growing on me with some of these stickers. These are some banger crafts to start. Well done. Next craft then by jackass, and this is a really creative use of the PGL Antwerp hollows on the M4A4 chopper on the main body of the M4 there. That's a really nice, I mean, it just works with the gun. The green looks fantastic. This video's sponsor, SkinSwap, is giving you a skin worth up to $50 entirely for free whenever you do your first trade and use my referral code. If you want to refresh your loadout, you can trade your skins for brand new ones in just a couple of seconds. Plus, their market tab now integrates cheap listings from Chinese sites so you can access the best prices without the need for a Chinese ID or bank account. They accept deposits via crypto, MasterCard, and Visa. If you want to cash out, SkinSwap makes that simple too, with instant sell options to PayPal or crypto. On top of that, they run free daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways with the chance to earn extra entries simply by trading. Use the link below for a 3% lifetime sales bonus and a free skin worth up to $50. Big thanks to SkinSwap for supporting the channel. Frag Chase here has got a pretty interesting craft actually on the M4A1S Nitro with 5, these must be Paris Apex glitters, something quite different there. Don't know about this combo with the blue, what are these, Mogul specialist gloves, but very interesting. Accent is back with the crazy 360 resolution. Man, this dude's monitor just like wraps around his entire head every time. It gets me every time. With the classic 6-7 craft. Pretty sure this craft is responsible. It's just like the only reason those stickers went up in price massively over the last few months. Crazy. Another craft using the Apex glitters. That's very interesting. So this time on the AK Asimov, they're actually, or maybe they're not glitters. They're probably just papers actually. But they almost just blend into the craft. You hardly notice they're there. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. And have I missed any others? I think there's 3. That's pretty cool actually. It kind of just enhances the Asimov. Then finally on this M4A4 Urban DD Pat, name tag M4A4 White Howl. This is a crazy craft. So obviously a highly battle scarred skin, and then I don't even know which stickers they are. A First Blood, a Zooception Hollow, 2 Fast Bananas, and a War sticker, all fully scraped. I don't even know how he's crafted. I can see, yeah, the Zoo sticker here. Man, that's crazy. You probably need a very specific pattern seed to even like with this scrape to get it to work like this, but that is super cool. Onto an AK now from Nikabe, and it's the new consequence of the Jin, balling out with 4 MLG Columbus Splice stickers. And man, some of these older stickers, I don't know what's gotten into me lately, but I'm loving them. The Atlanta stickers, the 2014 DreamHack crafts. You've obviously got Columbus here. 2017 Krakow. I don't know. I'm feeling mega nostalgic for some of these older stickers, and this is absolutely a banger. Also from Nikabe, the AK Nouveau Rouge, which I actually just recently decided to run as part of my main loadout with some Arids, but here we've got 4 of the new Jackass Radiograph foils. Honestly, guys, I'm not buying this whole, it's a new crown foil, look at it, it's going to be much cheaper. Man, this thing looks nothing like the crown foil, and I'm happy about that, to be honest. But yeah, gold stickers, gold gun, that's a W. We've got a craft from jackass. Man, I'm going to butcher some names. This one, though, I don't really feel bad about it. That's a hard one. Mac 10 Heat here, and it doesn't necessarily look insane in this photo, but let me show you the next one he's put. And the in-game like icon is crazy. He said, really looks like a certain Mac 10. That's just insane, man. Got the Oni Pixel React here, of course. Of course, we were going to see a Tamuka at some point. This one looks so dorky, it's insane. The eyes, man, and the mouth, why? That's crazy. From Fatales as well. This is a USPS bleeding edge with incineration hollows, almost giving that blaze or maybe even like that fake kill confirmed look, to be honest. I like that. That's solid. I don't know if I prefer it than just having a high heat at the front, but I guess it kind of extends the pattern back. And then he's also used 5 Cologne player stickers, all foils here, putting them onto the front of the AK slate. So just lots of different options, different colors. To be honest, not a big fan of that look. However, he then also submitted it with different skins. Here we've got the Boom Bitch foils on the AK Orbit, Inns foils on a wintergreen, and I'm actually liking them a lot more on these colored skins rather than just the slate. It was maybe the contrast was too stark. Here, actually, I really like this one. The ASAP foils, they kind of fade to blue. There's that gradiented background, blue to purple for the Thunder Down Under backgrounds, and that works a lot. Yeah, I think it works a lot better on some of these skins. So Midnight Laminate here, that's really cool, honestly, really cool. B2K up next with the AWP Fedusa is what he's name tagged his AWP Fade. We've got the Loving Eyes hollow underneath with 4 free hugs. Those are the octopi kind of forming the hair. This is a crazy craft, man. I've never seen this before. Just looks insane, huh? From Legion, we've got the Galil Connection, and actually this skin by default, you can actually see a bit of it. Maybe it's just my bad sticker placement, as I did have to recreate all the Discord submissions myself, but you can see that there's a phoenix kind of icon on the main body of the Galil, and he's essentially just covered it up with the winding scorch stickers and reverse scorch loop. That's really cool. Just kind of makes the makes that logo pop a little more. I'm giving away an AK-47 Vulcan in field tested this month. For your chance to win, simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I'll pick the winner on July 31st. Good luck. Hey Dina, I want to apologize for the amount of spam I'm about to rain down onto this channel. Several months ago, I had the goal of making every weapon in my loadout have a unique sticker craft, and I'm very proud of what I came up with, as each of the following screenshots are taken from weapons from my inventory. All price included are taken from SkinSwap, the best place to buy, sell, and trade skins, bro. Why is this Discord message just turned into a sponsor read? Don't forget to use referral code SLYK for a free skin with up to $50 and click the link below for 3% lifetime sales, but dude. You're hired. To be fair, he has submitted a lot of sticker crafts. Some of the Lotus glitters here. Hellraiser glitters on the polished malachites. I won't go through all of them, but I would encourage you to join the Discord linked below and come take a look. I won't be able to include every single submission in this video, as there's literally hundreds. But one of my favorites from Medina, definitely this one actually. He's got From the Deep glitters on that smoking kills. I don't know why I like this one so much, but that's really solid. Got the charm as well. He's got some Fluxo hollows from Paris on the party animal. I don't know why, but I didn't really like this skin when it was first released. As I'm seeing sticker crafts pop up, I'm kind of thinking it's a great base for sticker crafts, but by itself, it seems a little underwhelming, maybe. This is cool. I like it. There's another classic Temukau. And last one from him, actually using the Chinggis Warriors paper from Austin, scraped all the way, putting it onto the scope, almost gives it that kind of labyrinth look. Kind of makes me think of the Minotaur's Labyrinth UMP actually here. Really creative. That's cool. Okay, I lied. There's one more skin from Hedina, and actually this is using the Chinggis Warriors once again scraped, but on the Deagle light rail on the kind of underside of the barrel there. That is crazy, man. Honestly, I'm so glad Valve allowed you to put stickers in different locations. Creativity here is next level. We've actually got 4 skin submissions by Passion, and I think they're all bangers. The front of the barrel here has got World Eater stickers. Honestly though, if you're just holding it in game, when I actually put the inspect link in the game, I didn't even notice at first where the stickers were. But yeah, pretty much right where my hand is sitting on the front of the barrel there, 4 World Eaters stickers, and they just blend in so well. So if you're looking for a subtle craft that almost just enhances the skin without kind of taking away the focal point, that's pretty sick. What a classic skin as well, huh? Mfraonis Cyrex. We've got the AWP Long Dog, and he's using the new Boner Snap hollows from the Jackass collection. We've got one in the mouth, a couple on the scope. I don't know if maybe using 5 is a little too much. I feel like the one in the mouth is kind of cute, but I don't know. I kind of feel like this one's a bit gimmicky. Okay, this is actually one of my favorites so far for the video. Just because it takes a skin that I've honestly never once considered running in my loadout, the M3A1S Wash Me Please. It's got the radiograph hollows, and the shade of blue just like matches up so well to the skin. That's honestly kind of crazy. Like, I actually really don't like this skin. But these stickers are doing some serious heavy lifting here. And I actually think I prefer these blue hollows compared to the radiograph foils. I don't know. I think the effect is really cool. I'm really liking the hollow effects on the Jackass stickers. They've done a fantastic job with those, to be honest. And then we have the Mac 10 Discotheque. He has called this the Skeleton Disco Party. We've got the 5 Electric Avenue scraped stickers. Honestly, this skin just makes me think of the spooky, scary skeleton song that everyone used to play at Halloween during high school parties. Spooky, scary skeletons. Nah, pretty cool though. That's pretty cool. But I think the Wash Me Please right now, absolute banger. From Kozelik, he says this is a pretty crazy craft that he found on FloatDB, but almost randomly placed cologne team hollows on the Crane Flight. We're seeing a lot of Crane Flight submissions as well, but actually really cool here. I like that the kind of gold design almost creates a border for the Lin Vision. The rest seem a little bit more arbitrary in their location, but yeah, honestly, pretty cool craft. From Sia, Lucas Papers and MP7 Coral Paisley. You know, I had to go with the Lucas Papers. What is his profile picture? Lucas Papers Pump Group. Classic. This is a pretty funny submission from Dat Fishy, the Glock 18 Sacrifice Craft. You've obviously got the main skin design, which references Olofmeister's Defuse. Man, I cannot remember if it's Olofmeister. I just always think of Olofmeister when I think of Overpass, but this was a diffuse in the flames. I think Flusher threw a Molotov onto the B site, just stuck the defuse. We've got a little in the fire sticker with high heats and winding scorches, almost mirroring the bigger skin design. Pretty cool. From Bliss, we have a Deagle print stream with 4 cemetery hollows. That is a player for Foot. It's honestly embarrassing how long it took me to figure out which player's signature this was. But on a Deagle print stream, blue Cologne hollow. I feel like the Deagle print stream you could probably put just for any of the Cologne stickers and it would look pretty solid. So I don't dislike it, but I don't think it's my favorite. Light has submitted this AK Midnight Laminate with 5 Winding Scorch foils. Man, the elemental craft sticker is just so versatile. Look good on so many guns. The prices are tanking a bit with the recent release. I think people are just trying to dump them. They're not seeing an instant price rise, but I have no problem holding these for a while, man. People are going to keep using these. It's a cool craft. Something, you know, like not revolutionary, but absolutely solid. Really cool. From Daniel, we have an AK Inheritance with 5 9Z golds from Antwerp, kind of creating a big star on the front of the body there. I've never seen 9Z golds in the game before, so that's actually really cool to see. However, I much prefer this one that he submitted, which is the relatively new AK Crane Flight with 5 stone scaled foils. Covering up the black wood on the front of the gun here just adds next level gold. I think this looks sick. So far, I think this is another favorite for me. You know, once again, a lot of people have been doing this for a long time, ever since they added these new sticker placements onto the wood of the AK. But I think this one just pops off, honestly. And another submission from Daniel, once again on the Crane Flight, but this is actually using a mix of the Ruby Wave and Ruby Stream stickers scraped down, and 2 of the Battle Scarred stickers, which kind of release those. It looks like those claw marks, but he's actually using them to kind of mimic feathers. This is really cool. There's a lenticular sticker on the like lower beak, I guess, under the eye. However, that red stripe above the eye is actually just part of the skin, so it kind of just gives it another pop of color there on the head of the crane. I don't like this one as much, but actually using those battle scarred stickers as the wing detailing is really cool. From Ganjito, P250, see you later. And it looks like the crocodile is smoking a cigarette. That is a really interesting use of the, what's it called? The bull hit? Lenticular. Yeah. We've also got the winding scorch foil scraped down to kind of be the little flame coming out the end. And there is also a scraped hypnotic sticker on the eye. Obviously, that's kind of a separate detail if you wanted to just have the cigarette. That's a pretty cool effect, to be honest. And you could probably put this on quite a few guns. Any of the skins that have a mouth included, teeth. The long dog even from earlier, you could probably pop this onto as well. And then personally, I prefer this craft that he also submitted, which is on the M-Fray for Emperor. Looks like it's Santa Claus. Although I have a slight problem with this craft because when I'm just walking around in game, I think especially depends which direction the lighting is from, but I find like right here, for instance, the stickers seem really bright compared to the skin. Even when I look this way, they never really seem to match the shading. The lighting is very different on the stickers than on the skin. If we just compare to when he put the screenshots into the Discord, you don't really you don't have the impact of the lighting because it's obviously just an in-game inspect, or it's one of the skin building websites. Like here, you don't really notice it, and I thought it looked incredible here. I still like it in game, but I feel like the lighting's a bit off. It does actually use, it's really creative though, Team Spirit rotated logo as the base of the hat there with the clown nose, ruby stream, and quick peek. Honestly, really cool craft. I just wish it looked a little better in game. A good budget craft coming in here. Minimal wear Wild Lotus with Battle Scarred Hollows and Lil Furno charm. It's kind of insane. I don't know though. Hot take, Wild Lotus should never have any stickers on it. Like, just what a beautiful skin. Why would I want to cover up any of it? We've got another crane flight from Kian, 5X Chicken of the Sky. Pretty cool. Something different. I've honestly never seen this sticker used before. Man, it's honestly crazy how many stickers are in the game now. Like the fact that you guys are submitting crafts and I've just like, there's a solid portion of them that I've never seen used before. Crazy. All right, we have an M4A4 Neo Noir with 5X Boost Hollow. I think that effect is absolutely sick, but I'm not sure the Neo Noir is the skin I'd want to see it on. Give me 2 seconds to whip something up.
2 seconds later.
So I've literally kept the stickers in the exact same positions and just swapped out the M4 to the in living color. And look, this skin is pretty crazy, already a bit psychedelic, but to me, this looks a lot better, looks a bit more coherent. I felt like the colors didn't really work with the Neo Noir, but actually that's sick. And this skin has grown on me a lot because I'm running it with some Pandoras at the moment, and for some reason it just works. He's also submitted an Orb Queen's Gambit with some complexity golds on the front of the scope. And then I'll give you 2 seconds to see if you can spot where the other stickers are, because honestly, I feel like they blend into the overall skin design quite well. But there are 2 gold tooth stickers scraped down, I think about 80% of the way from memory, on the back of the scope. But actually, I think those work well. I'm not so confident on the complexity golds though. But yeah, I like that kind of extra detailing on the scope. Finally, from Vendetta as well, there is this Berries and Cherries craft, and I must admit I have definitely seen this one before somewhere. I can't remember where, but it looks really sick. They almost offer up that full color progression from the red to the blue. Incineration, Liquid Fire, Romanov's Fire, Tornado Chaos, and Approaching Sight Foil. With the exception of the Incineration and Liquid Fire, the rest of those are stickers once again I've never seen used before, so yeah, super sick craft. This next one is from Snuffy, and it's kind of a headless chicken. In fact, I didn't realize that when I said it, but one of the stickers is actually just called Headless Chicken. Then we're using the Ruby Waves and Ruby Stream alongside the Cluck. Pretty gory image, to be honest. From Frimmers Time, we have an AK Safari Mesh going for that Halo Master Chief look, using 3 of the Chief stickers. So those are their helmets there, rotated 90 degrees either direction to kind of form the shoulders, with some Ancient Beast stickers to form the rest of the body. I've never been a big Halo fan myself, but I think this would be an epic craft if you've played the franchise. Actually, the more I look at it, it is still growing on me though. From Jake and M4, welcome Jacob to the jungle with 5, but could be 6 since it's got the charm on there. Virtus Pro MLG Columbus Hollows. As I mentioned much earlier in the video, I'm loving the MLG Columbus stickers lately. This is an absolute banger. Probably out of budget for most of us, to be honest, but hey, absolutely sick skin, 6 stickers. A couple of submissions here from Kara. We've got the M4A1's Vaporwave with the censored stickers over the bust and the eyes. Pretty cool way to use them, to be honest. And I love this skin, so yeah, that goes pretty hard actually. Also, Glock 18 Fade, high percentage fade here with 4 of the Jackass stickers, once again scraped 100% up, kind of overlaid at the front of the Glock, and the Party Boy lenticular hidden on the grip there on the handle. I'm really liking the Jackass text sticker scraped down. The hollow effect is sick. On a Glock Fade though, nah, it's a cool craft though. It is a cool craft. I really like it. And then he also submitted another Glock, this time using the Party Boy lenticular, but scraped all the way, so it pretty much leaves a skull, which is put on the eyes of the Glock Vogue. I don't know, man, that goes hard for me. Really versatile, these new stickers. I was quite skeptical. I'll admit, at the beginning, but I'm on board. From J-Zub and Orp Black Nile, got several different autographs, all in distinctly different colors. Kenny S as well in the charm there, sticker slab. But you've got Monacy, Simple, Shiro, Device, and Zaiwu. All the classic Orpers. That's a pretty cool use of the autographs. I dig it. And yeah, I think that's actually one of the only submissions that heavily uses autograph stickers. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Last couple of submissions here then from Dayron, and this is absolutely sick. Really creative use of the Vitality and 2 Heroic Austin papers, scraped down to kind of resemble a beetle on that front wood. He has mentioned that it works perfectly on any large wood surface and it costs less than 10 cents to craft right now. I think that's actually really creative. And then he also submitted this M4A4 Tooth Fairy with Boom Epicenter, Boom Detonation, and Gnome Mercy, all scraped down significantly to give the skeleton or the witch. Honestly, this just makes me think of when I played through The Witcher. I cannot remember what the kind of ghosts are called, but that's a cool craft. It just blends in really well. It's subtle enough that honestly, if you just gave someone this skin and asked them to pick out the stickers, they might struggle, you know? Like, I mean, even on the magazine, there's already all that kind of scratched writing, don't sleep, etc. So the No Mercy fits in perfectly. That's a really cool craft. And final submission, the new Fatal Glitch with 4 Optic Gaming Atlanta Hollows. This one's from Lettuce. These work really well. On this skin. The shades of green. It's more that lime green anyway. So yeah, the hollow looks fantastic. And actually the skin, now that I'm looking at it more, is that mix of kind of orange and lime, which is exactly the effect that the Atlanta Hollows give off here on the team logo. Yeah, that's an absolute banger. But now the hard part. Got to decide which are my 3 favorite crafts. Definitely Passion, and I think you won one of the prior competitions for combos, but this 5x Radiograph Hollow on the Wash Me Please, I don't know what it is. I think it's almost that contrast of I feel like the skin is disgusting, but the craft somehow elevates it. Really just surprised me. So that's an absolute W. Thinking back all the way to the beginning as well, Boogie X with his 2 different Glock 18 Trace Lock submissions, both with the Jackass stickers, as well as those Evidence Hollows. Absolutely sick idea. Super creative. Never seen it before. And I think it works perfectly on that skin as well. You obviously could put this on any Glock skin. And I think it would kind of work. Kind of a surprise on that inspect, but works particularly well on the Trace Lock. So fantastic. And I've actually gone all the way back to this M4A4 Urban DD pad as well. I don't know, man. There's just like, it's such a god-awful skin. And those stickers, I mean, with the way it wears, the fact that the white blends in perfectly to the pattern itself is just so surprising to me. And I was really looking for some creativity, something different here with this challenge, I think. There were a lot of skins that I could have chosen for this 3rd position, I think. But yeah, Axid, I think you're taking home the 3rd prize. So if you're one of the winning submissions, be sure to send me a message on Discord and I will have a little chat to you about some skins. Otherwise, please please join the Discord. I will definitely be hosting another competition shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed, got some inspiration. Thank you to everyone who has participated. It's been a lot of fun going through all of these creative crafts. See you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.